Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this session. Today we are going to learn about clauses and their types. First of all, we will see what is a clause. A clause is a group of words that forms a sentence or is a part of a longer sentence and has a subject and a predicate of its own. For example, this is the boy who has taken my book. In this sentence, who has taken my book is a clause because, firstly, it is a group of words. Second, it's a part of a longer sentence. And third, it has a subject and predicate of its own. Now, we will see types of clauses. Clauses are divided into two types. First, independent or main clause. Second, dependent or subordinate clause. For example, he goes when I come. You will see in this sentence there are two clauses. First, there is one independent clause, he goes, and one dependent clause, when I come. He goes is independent because it is complete in itself. But when I come, it does not have a complete meaning. It seems that I want to say something more. Now, difference between independent and dependent clause. Independent clause can stand alone, but dependent clause can't. Independent clause is complete in itself and it doesn't need any other clause for its existence, whereas subordinate clause depends on the main clause and also helps like a subordinate to add more information to the main clause. Subordinate clause can't stand by itself and it is incomplete in itself, means it does not have complete meaning. Now, types of subordinate clause. There are three types of subordinate clause depending upon the work they do. First, noun clause. Second, adjective clause. And third, adverb clause. First, noun clause. A noun clause does the work of a noun and it acts as a subject or an object of a verb. For example, what he said was true. Second, he tells that he will not go. Now, in the first sentence, you will see what he said was true. If you will ask this sentence a question, what is true? Then you will get the answer what he said. So here it is acting as a subject of a verb and that's why it is a noun clause. In the same way, in second sentence also, he tells that he will not go. What he tells? That he will not go. So in the second sentence also, that he will not go is acting as a noun clause because it is telling. If we ask a question what he tells, then it will answer that he will not go. Second is adjective clause. An adjective clause does the work of an adjective. It qualifies a noun or a pronoun. For example, he is a boy who is lazy. We have funds which would be enough for the work. Now, adjective clause is that which does the work of a adjective, and we know that adjective modifies noun or pronoun. So here see the example. He is a boy who is a lazy. Who is lazy is an adjective clause because this clause is telling about the boy that he is lazy. In the second sentence also, we have funds which would be enough for the work. Which would be enough for the work is an adjective clause because it is modifying the noun funds. Now come to the next. Adverb clause. An adverb clause does the work of an adverb. It modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. So, adverb modifies verb, adjective or another adverb. For example, he came when it was raining. Second, the food was so bad that no one ate it. Now, in the first sentence, you see, he came when it was raining. When he came? When it was raining. So, here this clause, when it was raining, is defining verb. In the second sentence, the food was so bad that no one ate it. Here, that no one ate it is modifying an adjective, which is bad. The food was so bad. In the third sentence, he fought so bravely that the enemy fled away. Here, the clause that the enemy fled away is modifying an adverb, that is bravely. Now we will see the types of adverb clause. Now students, we will see that adverb clause is also of 8 types. They are listed below with the joining words. I have listed both 8 types of clauses and their subordinate conjunctions. Adverb, first we will see adverb clause of time. Now you may express adverb clause of time by using these conjunctions. For example, when, while, before, after, wherever, since, as, etc. In the same way, adverb clause of place you will express by using conjunctions where, wherever, etc. Adverb clause of cause or reason you will express by using the conjunctions because, since, as, that. Adverb clause of purpose will be expressed with the conjunctions so that or that. Adverb clause of result or consequence will be expressed with the conjunction so that, such, that, that. Adverb clause of condition with the conjunctions if, whether, unless, provided. Next, adverb clause of contrast or concession with the conjunctions though, although, even if. And the last one, adverb clause of comparison will be expressed with the conjunctions than or as. So students, in this way we saw that first, clause is a group of words. Second, it's a part of a longer sentence. And third, it has a subject and predicate of its own. Now first, we will divide clause into 2 parts, independent and dependent. Dependent clause is that which can stand on its own. It does not depend on other clause to complete its meanings, and subordinate clause depends upon the main clause or independent clause to complete its meaning. Now subordinate clause or dependent clause is divided into 3 parts or 3 types. They are noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. Again, adverb clause is divided into 8 parts or 8 types. They are adverb clause of time, place, cause, purpose, result, condition, contrast and comparison. So with this we will come to an end of the session. Thank you everyone.